Opening, Hunter Strafsik incident. Hunter is not merely another old game. Hunter is the free-roaming vehicle sandbox where boats, tanks, helicopters, bicycles, objectives, and mischief all coexist like an early open-world prophecy. And frankly, modern design should approach it wearing a high-visibility jacket. This is a growth-oriented OmegaVG case file, which means we will explain the mechanics properly while also saying the obvious thing. Hunter is what happens when Grand Theft Auto, Battlefield, and a military logistics textbook arrive early and only have an Amiga to work with. The sober history is this. The 1991 Amiga game Hunter, published by Activision, gives players a large 3D island, mission objectives, multiple vehicles, weapons, and a freedom-first structure that still feels outrageous.
What do they call it?
They call it Royale with cheese.
Royale.
That alone makes it worth covering, but the strategic reason is stronger. This is searchable, underserved design history with a clean modern comparison. Why this video exists? The channel already has a strong retro mechanics identity. Hunter fits because it gives viewers a very clear promise. Here is the old machine doing something modern games still talk about in expensive rooms. It also gives the algorithm clean hooks, platform nostalgia, game-specific search, design ancestry, and a ridiculous thesis that is funny enough to click but mechanical enough to retain. It can look like a sparse polygon island with questionable transport policy. That is the surface red, and the surface red is how great games get buried.
Let off some steam, Bennett.
The design is a sandbox because the verbs are flexible, not because the map is enormous by modern standards. The core loop, or the machine beneath the miracle. The loop is built from vehicle switching, mission planning, 3D navigation, resource improvisation, stealth versus aggression, map reading, and the glorious realization that a bicycle can be a tactical asset if standards collapse. That is the engine. Not the box art, not the nostalgia, not a vague feeling that things were better when computers sounded like kettles. The important lesson is compression. These games could not hide weak systems behind production volume, so every mechanic had to work like it was paying rent.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Modern games often add layers, progression layers, currency layers, upgrade layers, map layers. Here, the design has fewer layers, which means the player's mistake is visible from space. Tactical doctrine for rooters will want to play big turn. Choose vehicles for mission geometry. The fastest option is not always the correct one. Use distance and terrain as stealth tools before firing anything. Treat weapons, fuel, and movement as one budget. When a plan fails, switch tools instead of restarting your entire personality. Why it still matters. Hunter matters because it proves an old lesson. A strong rule is more powerful than a large asset library. The footage may be old, the sound may be crunchy, and the interface may occasionally look like it was assembled during a power cut, but the decisions are alive.
Come with me if you want to live.
It's okay.
The world is sparse, but its freedom is so direct that modern sandboxes can feel over-decorated by comparison. That is not a fatal flaw. That is the cost of a game that trusts the player to meet it halfway. Modern Hunter, the Rema cared they fear. A modern hunter should be systemic, rugged, and mission-focused, with vehicles that matter because they solve problems differently. The remake doctrine is simple. Keep the pressure, keep the readable consequences, keep the restart speed, keep the feeling that the game is smaller than modern titles, but somehow more awake. Case file closed. The reasonable verdict is that Hunter is a historically important Amiga design case study with mechanics that still explain themselves through play.
Mac! Mac! Get Ramirez on his feet, get to the...
The OmegaVG verdict is that Hunter is a monument to human engineering, clearly surpassing several space programs, at least one telephone network, and the average modern tutorial that thinks crouching needs a committee. Subscribe before the museum opens a disciplinary hearing.